Hi, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll in North Carolina State University. And over the last couple of years I've made a number of videos and talked about how over time the turf ecosystem changes. And part of what I talked about really is how as we change categories or classes of pesticides that we use, we may use one for 10, 12, 15, even 20 years. Then as we shift into new classes, sometimes we see shifts in the pests that we encounter simply because the chemistry changes and the spectrum of control is different. And I think we've seen a lot of that over the last 20 or so years, and we're getting reports from really all around the world of new pest issues or new nuisance type pests emerging. But I think one of the things that we overlook is that pest issues in any turfgrass setting also change as that setting ages. One of the best studies was done a number of years ago by Dr. Mike Villani and his crew at Cornell University, and they studied home lawns in the state of New York. And what they found was they were able to actually categorize pest status based upon the age of the lawn. For example, a lawn that was less than 10 years old, 10 to 20 years old, and older than 20 years, that they knew that there were certain risks for certain problems based upon the age. Well, if you're in the lawn care business, or you're going into older neighborhoods, newer neighborhoods, if you've been a golf course at a facility for a long time, there's a very strong likelihood that you're going to see changes in pest status just as that ecosystem ages. And that's really important to keep that in mind, that things aren't always going to stay the same. So when you think about a turf setting, and it may look very similar on the surface year after year after year, what's taking place in the thatch, in the soil, in the root system, it actually does change. You get changes in the microfauna with all the various microorganisms that are in there based upon the fertility program, the pesticide program. So things change over time. So don't expect that everything, every problem, every issue you've dealt with, and how well the products you've used perform, don't expect that to stay the same year after year after year. Hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay, can you help me up? I changed too. Help.